had the hair like trying to be a lion. It was very tall as well. And it began to talk to me, and it convinced me to take him home as a pet. And as soon as I walked in the door, and I can still picture in the dream how the dog lion turned around, as soon as it walked across the threshold, it turned around and looked me in the eyes and began to make demands of me. And it began to say, I'm going to need this and this and this. And I'm petting this dog lion, and I'm thinking, what in the world? This is too much. Like this dog lion is requiring things of me that go against my convictions. And it's so bossy. It's telling me what to do. And I don't think I can do this. I don't think I have room for all the things it's asking for. Maybe I can put it, I'm thinking in the dream, maybe I can put it in the back of the shed and all these things. But unflinchingly, this dog lion said, these are the things I need if I am to survive. And I was very unsure. I said, well, I don't think I can do that. I'm going to have to find you a new home. And he again, unflinchingly, uncompromising, says, well, if that's what you have to do, but this is my demands. And so in the dream, I said, okay, well, let me think about it, and I'm going to keep you until morning. And I woke up. Wow. That's a strange dream, right? Yeah. So there's a lot of things in my brain. I was going, oh, it could be this, it could be this. You know, Satan is as a lion, but he's not a lion. He's really a dog. And, you know, I'm going through all these things in my mind, which I believe were all true. And then I began to think about all the distractions and things the enemy, the dog lion, will try to bring in. As just a pet. But there's things that, and then it begins to demand of our time. And then it begins to weaken our conviction. And it begins to push compromise. So that is where this message is coming from, is from that dream. So first thing I want to do is, again, I set a little bit of a stage, and I'm still working on it. It'll all come together at the end. But I want to talk about conviction first. What is conviction? When you first come into the church, or when somebody's witnessing to you, there's conviction that pricks your heart, and it's conviction against sin. It's saying what you're doing is wrong, and I'm feeling dirty, and I need to be clean. And that's the conviction of God. And conviction is what gets rid of sin. That's what turns us, right? That's the unwavering belief that gets down deep inside that says, I need to change. That authentic conviction will translate into a changed life. But conviction doesn't stop there. Conviction starts there. But throughout our process, God will take us somewhere and continue to convict our hearts of things that might just start as I need to go to church every Tuesday, but then it begins to grow into more. So as in the apostolic circles, we use those terms, conviction, that these things go against my conviction, and that's why I don't do certain things.